The year is 2017. Horror games are at its peak with games like The Evil Within 2, Outlast 2, Resident Evil 7, Little Nightmares, Doki Doki Literature Club, ending the year with Five Nights at Freddy's 6. 2017 had it all when it comes to horror games. Massive year, big competition, huge games. But in the midst of all this, there's one game that took the internet by storm. It was kinda sorta a demo, but it changed everything when it dropped. Bendy and the Ink Machine, Chapter 1. Now, I'm not here to give you a history lesson or a documentary, maybe I will in the future. Bendy and the Ink Machine, look at this. Look at this. This was the original Bendy and the Ink Machine. It was not as smooth or crispy compared to today, but when it dropped, it was really something new, something fresh, a breath of fresh air, incredible art, fascinating story. And since it was titled Chapter 1, fans were already excited for Chapter 2. Merchandise, hype for teasers, with Five Nights at Freddy's capping off, concluding their storyline with Five Nights at Freddy's 6, Bendy and the Ink Machine was seen as someone who's taking the throne. With Chapter 2 release, it was even more bigger. Everything was going great until Chapter 3.
Are hungry. Gather me some spare parts.
Are you serious? Search wall gearboxes, find 4 special gears. Come on! Fucking hell, it's just like errand after errand after errand.
Got him. Here's your freaking extra thick.
Machines are hungry. Gather me some spare parts.
Bruh.
Oh my.
Bruh.
Serious? Bro, I'm getting tired of this.
This is where fans started to realize, okay, what's going on here? A dragged out chapter, fetch quests, confusing storyline. It was weird, but since it was Chapter 3 and so much was happening for a Bendy franchise, a lot of fans, not the best chapter, but still brushed it off. But when Chapter 4 and Chapter 5 dropped separately, and with the ending being rushed, final boss fight feeling a little empty, though I still loved it for what it was, developers themselves revealing that nothing was concrete or solid, they were just making it up as they go, things were questionable. But it was nothing more than just, they had something solid, it got way too popular for them to handle at one point, nothing major, nothing that concerning or anything like that, or negative for that matter. But then came Showdown Bandit. Now, the timeline is a little bit messy, so stay with me. When Showdown Bandit dropped, that's when the Meatly and Mike Mood's Kindly Beast, that's where it started to go down. Showdown Bandit seemingly cancelled after one chapter, massive employees layoff. It was a nasty situation. Then a huge expose on Glassdoor about the layoff employees, revealing the working condition in Kindly Beast Studios. How it was, how the CEO of the company did things, ran things back. It's all documented. It's all there on the internet. Fast forward a little bit. Bendy and the Dark Rebel gets revealed, and fans are like, okay, this is interesting. It's been a while since a Bendy game, since a Bendy-related thing, even though I didn't mention Bendy and the Nightmare Run, which I will in just a second. This was the big mainline entry after Bendy and the Ink Machine. This was a big deal. Fans are excited. It gets revealed, a huge silence. Then a teaser, a massive silence. Kindly Beast also gets rebranded into Joey Drew Studios officially. Fast forward a little bit, we don't know what's going on with Bendy in the Dark Revival. But then comes this massive news out of nowhere. A lawsuit by none other than Fat Mojo, the company behind Bendy and the Ink Machine merchandise. This is a big deal. This was the game changer because I have worked with small publishers here and there, but let me tell you, the money in merchandise is nuts. We've seen Bendy merch in mainstream. Interestingly, the Bendy merchandise company Fat Mojo were suing Joey Drew Studios, so this is a recent thing. There are videos out there, but the main thing you need to know is that they were suing Joey Drew Studios, Carmine Interactive, the studio that developed Nightmare Run, a spin-off game for mobile, and Mike Moot, the CEO of Joey Drew Studios. For what? For $435 million. If they are putting that much money on the record, you can imagine how much money Bendy merchandise made. And this lawsuit is not actually old. This was actually a few months ago. It goes as recent as December of last year, so it's not even that long. It's happening in Canada, the privacy policies, issues and whatnot. It's not public, but we've seen effects of this lawsuit, and you can check it out too when you go to the merchandise website. Not the Joey Drew Studios /shop, I'm talking about the original one for the Bendy and the Ink Machine, which was the Shopify. It's gone. Some fans have noticed that it came back every now and then, like for Christmas and a few months ago, but it's mostly down. Merchandise is also not being sold on the official Joey Drew Studios store website. So there you go. With the silence, no release dates. But the only thing that we know about it is that it was delayed indefinitely. No gameplay teasers after that. Massive silent gaps. And only Meatly alone promoting this game. It's logical to assume that Bendy franchise is in trouble a little bit. It's concerning. Now, what could possibly occur from this lawsuit? We don't know when it's gonna enter the court, but there are many possible outcomes. I am not a professional in this field, so I can't give you any insight on it. However, there are chances that all possible Bendy related stuff get handed to Fat Mojo. They might own the entire franchise. Possible, since the number is too high for Joey Drew Studios to pay back. Possible that Joey Drew Studios might win the case. We don't know anything on that matter. All I know is it's logical to think and assume that that lawsuit is impacting Bendy in the Dark Revel marketing 100%. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it is possible that the game releases before the lawsuit can reach its conclusion, but one would wonder that they would want to sell merchandise with this game. The comeback, the revival of this franchise is going to be huge. Sure, a lot of people don't talk about it, but let me tell you, this game is too big. The franchise is too big to just look the other way. Creators, YouTubers, influencers, streamers, they're going to be on it. Even mainstream media is going to be on it when this game drops. And I believe it will drop. It's only a matter of how much that lawsuit affects this. We're already seeing some of the merch related to Bendy in the Dark Revel being released through other producers and other distributors. So how is that gonna play in court? Concerning times for Joey Drew Studios. I would not want to be in that position. With that being said, I don't think Bendy in the Dark Revel will get cancelled. I don't think Bendy the Dark Revel will be handed to any other company at the time, but it is still concerning as a Bendy fan. We'll see what happens on this road to revival for Bendy with the Dark Revival.